I suggest that you start with a size, if you've never used paddles before, smaller than your hand. Hi, Coach Pat from SwimOn here. Welcome back to today's look into my gear bag. Today, I'm looking at paddles. I want to tell you what makes a good paddle a good paddle. So the first thing is, its general shape should be similar to the contour of my hand. If I were to take my hand and put it here, you could see that the rise of fingers and then back down to the thumb mimics that of the hand. And I much prefer that to help not alter your entry into the water at the front of your stroke. But more important is all these holes. These holes serve multiple purposes. This middle grouping allows me to put my finger hole anywhere I want. Make it as higher up, lower down, wider. I can do 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 1 finger. 1 or 2 is the typical. But it really allows me the flexibility. But these also allow for water to pass through. One of the things I don't like to use is a solid paddle. A paddle that has no holes does not allow me to continue to feel the water when I'm swimming. And it can increase the pressure on your shoulder to an unfavorable amount. So these holes allow for not only flexibility of fit, but also for a good feel of the water, and that's really important. Another aspect I really like about these paddles is their density. These are nice and thick, they're not flimsy, they're not bending, and that's going to help them last over the course of time. They're not prone to breaking. Anything can break and everything will break eventually, but these are going to hold up for more than a decade. They come in multiple sizes. I suggest that you start with a size, if you've never used paddles before, smaller than your hand. So you can see I've been using paddles for years, so I'm using ones that are bigger than my hand. But there's several sizes smaller. I suggest using as your first paddle ones that just barely make your hand. If you are using smaller ones to get started, don't grab the paddle. If the paddle is small enough that your fingers extend over, just let them relax. Don't grab the paddle. When training as a newbie, you should start out with a small amount of paddle work, maybe 3 to 5% of your total yardage, and work your way up to a 10% average day and a 15% max for your total yardage. If you start using paddles for more than 15% of your yardage on a regular basis, you're putting a lot of strain on your shoulders, and you're probably becoming addicted to your paddles. Paddles are a great tool. They help you increase your feel of your stroke and really be able to feel yourself catch the water. But be careful. They can also fool you. A lot of paddles want to say, hey, if you don't catch right, it'll fall off. And all that's doing really is trading one mistake of slipping your elbow for another mistake of bending your wrist. So using paddles to help you feel your stroke are great. Using them to fix the problem of slipping your elbow is probably not going to work. You're just going to trade one for another. So that's my look. So what paddles do I really like? What am I showing you? These are stroke makers. If you like today's video and you want to try stroke maker paddles, please use the link attached to the video. By using this link, you support SwimOn's channel, as well as you can have the opportunity to subscribe. See you next time.